And now so many people want to order. You're going to be bombarded.
Okay. So I just turned on my phone to record this. So
Okay.
and you know, like I said, instead of just having you go through it and recording it, I'll just get the call and we'll just start right here. So I'm with Melanie.
Okay.
Melanie, you're out in Southern California in my old stomping grounds out there,
Yes.
and you're a truck driver, right?
I'm a truck driver, yes.
God, okay. So this really, I'm so excited right now. So do you want to you go ahead and start and just go ahead and tell us the story?
Okay, so I'm a truck driver. I walk 9 miles a day. I've been in pain for the past 2 months so bad. Well, more than 2 months, but I started back to work. And I walk 9 miles a day, even as a trucker. So I've been at a level 10, just crying every day as I get off work. Tried everything, braces, everything. Got the product. And I did my left knee first. And I instantly stood up, felt no pain. I started crying. I just started crying. So I said, well, maybe it's just a coincidence. Let's try the other knee. Tried the other knee, same thing. I started walking, not a problem. No braces, no tape on my knees, nothing. And that was just from the first time. 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Wow. So, wow, that's just so amazing. So, what was going on with your knees? Were they just like, what kind of caused the pain from those? Do you know?
I got in an accident in my semi, and both my knees were bone on bone. And in California, if you're 5 pounds overweight, they're not going to do surgery. And then my insurance wasn't going to cover it. And it just was a really red tape kind of a mess.
Yeah.
And so they basically say, well, we'll just do the shots, which is like, I don't remember the name of them, but they do 1 week, 1 week, and 1 week. And it basically puts the fluid back in your knees. Well, I did that 2 months ago, and I still was in major pain.
Wow.
Didn't work at all, yeah. So, and my insurance isn't going to cover to have knee replacement.
Wow.
In California, yeah. So it's kind of crazy.
So how long did you have that knee pain? When was your accident?
December 19th of 2021.
So it's been ballpark about maybe 10 months?
Yeah, about that. And it's been a journey.
Wow.
I'm just agony. I can't even walk. Like I said, I've tried so many different braces. I was walking with a cane, and I really wasn't supposed to go back to work, but I told my doctor, I got it. I can't be off the disability anymore. I just can't. Like, everything's gone up. So I just been pushing through it. And then I got this product, and I just cannot even express to you how good I feel. And today, I'm at work, and everybody said, well, you better bring the braces, you better do this. I have not brought any braces or anything, and I'm still feeling wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just insane. So I am so excited. I know that I have hope that I'm going to be able to walk without limping, and I'm just hopeful. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm so happy and so excited for you. And that's just, I was telling you just as I was getting the camera or the phone ready, because I take one phone and record it with the other phone. Although I do have other stuff, I just want to get the audio file more than anything. So, so basically, the fact is that you're feeling great. You said the pain level went from a 10. What is it now?
0.
Wow. And how many
0.
How many days have you had it?
Just I got it yesterday at
God.
At 11 o'clock, I think it was 11 a.m. I got off work because I work nights, and I tried it immediately.
Wow. And how long did you use it for on each knee?
15 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
15 minutes. And I didn't know the whole heat or the low or whatever, so I just put it on high heat, on the highest one, and I kind of, just kind of kept it away so it wasn't so far, too close to my knees.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any air condition on or anything, and I did drink warm water.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm super happy that you got the results that you did. One thing I do have to just say, just in the sake of the video, is that your results may vary. We're not making any claims that this happens every time, because every situation is different. And these are classified as health and wellness devices and not medical devices. So, the whole standard thing, don't, consult a medical professional for anything like that. That whole part, just kind of get that out of the way. Now, one thing I will say is that, with the results that you've gotten so far, which are fantastic, I'd love to hear that. I normally would tell people that we're looking at a 30, 60, 90-day outlook. I mean, the goal is to be consistent with the unit for about 60 to 90 days on average, because that gives the body enough time to regenerate and sort of restore itself back to its homeostasis. And so as you keep doing that, obviously, and you're feeling better, you're obviously going to be encouraged to keep up the regular flow with that. But that's super exciting. And were there any other parts of your body you were going to use it for?
Well, I was going to use it for my face, because it did say that, for wrinkles and stuff like that. So I did put it on my face, on low, and on my eyes.
Okay.
I closed my eyes and put it on my eyes. That was about it. That's it.
Okay. Well, you've only had it for a short time. I do remember, it seems like just yesterday that I was at the UPS store taking a picture of your tracking number, sending it to you, and then I literally just got the confirmation that you'd received it. And like I said, I just got hit with a ton of calls yesterday, but I got your email this morning and saw that and said, oh my God, that's amazing. And, I wanted to get on the phone with you to just talk about it and get your personal story, obviously. Now, one thing you had a question on was the heat, and the heat for what you're using it for, obviously is good. Heat is normally not good. Like, let's say if you rolled your ankle and your ankle was all swollen, it had a lot of inflammation, and it was all, then you do want to stay away from heat. Heat primarily is going to help absorb into your joints and into the bones. And so since this is an issue where you don't have a lot of swelling and inflammation, it's mainly just a lot of pain, then obviously the heat in this case was perfect. And you were obviously, wise enough to know what the distance is to get it to a point where you can, point it at your knee, but not be too close where it, it starts to kind of bother your skin.
Yeah. Well, and I think I told you I work at the post office, so I've been telling everybody that I'm going to get this machine, and they're like, well, please let me know. I have a parent that's got the same issue, and I got this, and I got that. I'm like, okay. So when I came back today, I'll see him when I come back next week, but they were like, please let us know. They've been at the point where they point to the doctors, and nothing has helped for their parents, for them, and other things. And I did say, listen, I'm sure it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody has a different rate to heal.
Right.
So, but they're like, look, we see you can't hardly walk, and we know that if it works on you, we know it's going to work. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, all right. So, that was, like I said, I cried when I felt no pain, and I still don't feel any pain. And when I came to work, everybody's like, it worked. And I'm like, yes, it did. They're like, God, you're in a great mood. Because when you're in pain, it's miserable.
It is.
Yeah. It's just a terrible, terrible thing. So,
yeah.
But I am just so excited just to see what else is, how long it's going to take for me to be completely rocky.
Yeah, exactly. Because I talk to a lot of people that get, similar type of results, and and you do get out of the discomfort, and the pain level definitely goes down, but the body just needs some time to regenerate, and you're doing so many different things there where you're getting rid of the you're basically sending negative ions into those areas, and that's and you're stimulating circulation, detoxification, cellular regeneration. There's just a lot of things that this thing's doing. And as the body gets more and more of that, and it's the body ultimately that's doing all the work. It's just the machine that's sort of stimulating the body to sort of kick it into gear to kind of get that energy flow and get all those things in action so that the body can actually do what the body is so good at. And really the wand is just a tool to sort of kick that into overdrive and really put that energy and that focus into a very specific area. So when we first started, you said you're walking 9 miles a day. So you started off as a truck driver. Now, and now you're working for the Postal Service?
No, I work for the post office. I'm a truck driver for the post office.
Gotcha.
But as a truck driver, we have to chalk the wheels. We have to go into trailers.
Yep.
We go in warehouses. So I go to several different post offices. I have a set route. I'm still a truck driver.
Gotcha.
And I'm in traffic for hours, driving a clutch with my knees the way they are. So being in a bent position is my doctor did say he wanted me to go back on work, and I just told him I'm not, and I knew I was going to order this, and here we go. I mean, here it is. You know what I mean? So and I want to say one other thing.
Yeah.
As I was putting it on my knees, and I just saw, I don't know what it was, but you could literally see, like, I don't know if it was a swelling, but you could see it, whatever it was like going away from my knees. And it was like a pattern. And I thought, was that the heat? And it wasn't. It was just, you could just literally see, and that's when I felt it. Like just leaving. It's just, I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. I don't know the medical term for it, but literally you could just, and that's when I stood up and I felt no pain.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, my thought would be that maybe there was some material, maybe calcium or who knows what it was, something that maybe started settling in there.
I don't know.
And really also was sort of aggravating the whole process because of just basically blocked energy and that whole thing started kind of creating a buildup of material within the knee that once it got stimulated with that, it cleaned it all out. And, once again, it started stimulating all the circulation. It started stimulating, the whole process of cellular regeneration and that for that area to basically, kick it back into gear and get all that cleared out of there.
Yeah. So that amazed me right there. I was just like, it was proof that I knew that it was working too, because you literally could see it just going towards my, down my leg.
Wow.
And it was like, wow, this is phenomenal.
Yes. So just one other note. So see, this is, the whole thing with the water is really important. I'm going to do some videos on water because the water thing is really a big thing. I'm actually going to get into talking about Masaru Emoto, who scientifically has proven that we can change molecular structure of our water cells by our thoughts. But what's happening now, see, first off, you're drinking the water because the terahertz frequency works well with water molecules, and being hydrated with terahertz water is very important. But on the flip side of that, your body's releasing a lot of toxic material when you're using this wand, and having that water there to cleanse the body and help detoxify the body is super important. It's very important because, you're going to be detoxing and you want to get that out of there. And so in order for the body to keep regenerating and doing what it can do, it's got to be able to get the toxic material out of the body so that it doesn't get too much toxic buildup. And so anytime you're using the wand, I'll just say another disclaimer, anytime you're using the wand on kidneys, liver, thyroid, or any areas that would be regarded as detoxing, you have to cut way back on the time you're using it. And then, of course, the water factor is just as important, if not more important, because you're literally going into areas of the body where you're pushing toxins out. And in this case here, what's interesting is you actually could see those or see some type of buildup. So I told you when I picked up the phone, I saw your email this morning, and as soon as I saw that, I literally just said, you know what, you made my day, number one, because you would actually be amazed at. I mean, let's just say right now, there's a lot of disinformation that's out there about some of these products. There's a lot of stuff going out there saying, oh, this one works and that one doesn't, and just, you know, it's obviously because the wand is so popular. And I actually have a person, and I've got like 4 testimonials this week that told me that she had not heard enough testimonials about miracles, and she wanted to give the wand back because I didn't produce enough miracle testimonials, and which is kind of crazy. But but the thing of it is that you know, because you work full time, I also do work full time and a half, and I get a lot of these emails and a lot of these calls, and these types of situations now are getting me to be a little bit more prudent, or a little bit more, you know, just to make sure, because you hearing the story and telling the story, as I've said in other videos, is way more, it just has more impact than just seeing a 2-paragraph email. Just hearing the story, and really hearing your story, and knowing, as a truck driver and as a postal worker who's on your feet a lot, I can only imagine what that's like every day, getting up in a pain level 10 and knowing that you've got bills to pay and you've got a job to do, and you're you know, you've had it now for 10 months. So you've obviously gone through a lot of stuff within the medical industry to try to mitigate and reduce that inflammation or whatever it might have been. So you know, that really, I'm so grateful, number one, that you took the time to call today, but I'm also super grateful that, you know, that we were able to connect and I was able to get that product to you.
Yeah, I am just so thankful that I saw your video, that I looked your name, or looked up on the internet, it popped up, and you answered the phone. And when I talked to you, I like I told you, I've been researching this for 2 years. And when it was available, I just said, I have to get it.
Right.
I have to. And I knew by, you know, just researching, and then by you talking, that I knew it was gonna. I just knew it. And you knew what you were talking about. And I'm sorry that these people don't see that, because I tell you, I have nothing to gain from telling you any kind of lie or anything. I really don't. There's nothing. I mean, I literally, you can ask my family, my friends, I have been just in severe pain, and my life has changed, you know, because I'm very active usually, and with pain you can't really be too active,
right?
You know, and you can't do much.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just amazing, just from one time. And you said, well, maybe if I take a couple, and let me just tell you, the 15 minutes out one, just, it worked.
That's amazing.
So I'm just so excited, Sean, just to see where this is going to go. I really, really am. I'm so hopeful. I'm so thankful. And I just want to thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's honestly, regardless of any of the flack, you know, it's basically disinformation, because all the people that throw that at me, nobody can back it up. It's what I call parrot talk. They hear something somewhere, and then they become the parrot and they start repeating what they've heard. But every single one of these people, and I know, because I've sold wands for both companies, and I've got both the wands, and quite frankly, they're both good products. So quite honestly, it really doesn't matter where you get the wands from. If you get them from me or you get them from whoever, I know that they both the companies that are selling these have a very good product. And this is certainly not a reflection of either one of those companies. This is just a few individual people that are out there that just feel that they would rather tear down somebody instead of just focus on the benefits of the products, because the products are so good. And so, you know, I get, you know, hearing these types of calls and these types of situations where you're going around and now your life is so much better. It doesn't matter if they came in and beat me with a baseball bat, I would still be doing this. So as the old saying goes, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never bother me. And
that is so true.
And I'm very good at dealing with trolls, so I know how to, you know, kind of handle all that. So Well, in this day and
Love it.
age, yeah. But once again, to get back on our point, I'm so happy that you feel better. I'm super happy that are you at work today? Are you going to work today?
Yeah, I'm driving. I start at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah. I'm headed to my last post office right now.
Wow.
So I'm in my semi as we're speaking.
Wow. Well, thank you for everything that you do. I greatly appreciate all your hard work and everything you do as a postal worker. That's certainly,
Thank you.
that's being on your feet. That's a very, physical job, very demanding job. So I greatly appreciate that. And thank you so much for sharing your story. And I will definitely look forward to keeping up and staying in touch with you and getting updates as we go.
Sounds great. Have a great weekend, and thank you. And like I said, you're going to get a lot of calls because I talk to a lot of people. So
that's exciting.
And I know they're excited about it too. So
that's
fantastic. Let you know.
Well, that's fantastic. Okay. Melanie, thank you so much for your time today. Have a great day, and let's catch up again soon. Take care.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.